Okay, hello everyone, welcome to the session. Today we will be reviewing the XPP Basics, what does actually this product mean, by whom it needs to be implemented, and a little bit about its structure. So let's start with me. I am Mahira, MCVP ICX for the term 1920. And if you will have any questions after the session, you can approach me. I will try to facilitate you through this session. Okay, starting with basically the definition, you can see the definition itself on the XPP on the first table, and this means the exchange product policies, which is the official document that is defining main responsibilities, procedures that for every ISAC experience. And when we mean ISAC experience, we mean which is like falling under our exchange products for GB, GC, and GE. And XPP is mandatory for every EP, for the OP, opportunity providers who are our partners in our IGB projects, and also ISAC entity. So our membership, members of the ISAC are also being involved with the XPP, as we are the part of this organization as a stakeholder. Yeah, like talking more briefly, it's a document to guide us in delivering for better customer-centric leadership experience, because this document is helping us how to detail what is actually characterizing an ISAC exchange, like what are the exact points that we can say, okay, this exchange is based on ISAC values on our core. So also it helps us in the cases that some adverse situations are happening. We are again referring to this product in order to solve those cases. So besides like being official document that is regulating things, it also helps us to be customer-centric organization, because it is defining if whether or not our product is aligned with ISAC values, ISAC core. Okay, by whom it should be used? So we say that any stakeholder involved in an exchange is using the XPP. Who are they? There are three main parts. First stakeholder, if ISAC, of course, it's the membership. ISAC entity is the stakeholder of the organization. Secondly, it's our EPs, our customers, use, and thirdly, it's partners, OPs, that are being the stakeholders of the organization. And mainly what is that is consisting of, firstly, the process of educating the ISAC entity at all levels. So it means that MCs, LCs, they need to be educated and aware of the XPP during their membership period. And then consideration phase for every EP and OP taker. So before they get approved, before the contract signing, they need to be introduced what is XPP extract and explained the obligations that are falling under their experience. And again, after the consideration, when we are moving on the preparation stage, again, both sides, EPs, OPs, they need to be debriefed what is XPP and what are their rights for the period of their exchange, what is provided, and so on. And also, XPP is used when we are having contracts with partners. We are having contracts. We are having them with the EPs. So we are referring to the XPP document whenever we are updating these contracts or creating new ones, and also when we are solving any case regarding the realization period. Okay, as you might have understood, like this product, this document is mainly for the realization part, but also it's not like limited for the realization. It has topics starting from the abstraction stage until the very end of the exchange. So it touches every phase of the customer flow. And the structure of the product, we will talk about a little bit about the structure, and you might have seen that it consists of the 13 main tables, which is starting with XPP definitions, applicability, liability. Then we are defining guys experience, evolving leadership development, basic management. Then you can see the parts like before, ALD before approval, ALD from approval to realization, and then from the realization to completion. So it's these are the parts that are explaining in a detailed manner what are the things that should be happening in these stages. Yeah, and so besides these 13 main parts, we have 5 annexes that are part of the XPP, and this is the Global Safety Guideline, Official Case Application, the Harassment Protocol templates, and these like annexes. It's also important that EPs or OPs, they are fully aware of that and they are fully accepting these protocols. Okay, talking about the applicability and like main touch points when this happening. So firstly, any sites, like let's talk about EPs and OPs, they are observing all the aspects of the XPP and they are informed about its content, and they need to respond that they are like they are ready to go on exchange, to go involved with this experience under this XPP rules. And then after they're informed, after the realization starts, they need to follow all the responsibilities stated in the XPP and the annexes, like in the protocol, like for the anti-harassment, for violence protocol and its clauses, they need to follow that. So basically the second one is about realizing it. And then if there is if there are any other contracts, like if we are having contracts with the EPs or OPs relating to responsibilities of one party to another, like if it's based on the XCP, the both sides are agreeing to follow that. Okay, and just keep in mind that this is very important, that any stakeholder should be aware like both before and then on the process of signing the contract. They need to be fully briefed again during the preparation phase. And like even if, okay, you explain them what is XPP during the consideration and then you have your approve and it's finished, no, or you have your contract signing and it's finished, no. Again, when the preparation stage starts, when we are in a time the realization are coming, they need to be debriefed and reminded what they signed for. Okay, here this is just an example from the XCP. This is the general criteria of an exchange. From the left side, you can see what are the rules that doesn't have the right to apply experience in an ISAC exchange products. So it means that in these cases, a person cannot apply for ISAC experience. And from the right side, you can see in which cases a company or organization cannot apply and experience an ISAC exchange product if any following applies. So left side is for the use and right side is for the partners. And what can we see here? It's about if the person has the legal capacity, enter into legal agreements, and if he or she agrees with the XPP. And you can see like it's bolded and highlighted because it's very important that this site is actually agreeing and understanding on the conditions stated on the XPP. And also if there is a case that this person previously have been involved with ISAC and that person violated the rules, and in this case again the person cannot apply or experience ISAC exchange. And from the partner side, again it's almost the same. If they don't agree with the XPP or its annexes for any reason, or it might have previously violated the XPP in previous experiences with this organization, and so on. So like it's whenever you are having any question in your mind whether this experience might happen or not happen, you need to refer an XPP. Because like it answers the questions about the general criteria about what kind of people can travel or what kind of people can apply or not. Okay, so in this part, just let's highlight those things that we need to remember and keep in mind till the end. First one, it is that this document is not only like something that is rule to define the parts, like to write of one side. Like no, it's document to define rules and responsibilities of all parts, like of all stakeholders and Isaac entities. So it means it's beneficiary for every site to be fully aware of what is XPP. And second point is that the policies underlying the documents are not optional. Like it's not that, okay, I want to do this part, but I'm not agreeing with this part. Whenever we are starting this experience, we need to agree with all the points, and it's not optional, it's mandatorily because it's connected to our core. Third point is that our EPs, our OP takers should have full access to the document on signing the contract with Isaac and on being approved. You need to just make sure that your EPs are fully aware what is XPP and your OP is fully aware of the XPP before signing the contract with them. And also, final just thing to keep in mind is that you are one of the guardians of the document. Like if you are here listening to the video, you are getting the information about the XPP and you are part of the Isaac stakeholder. So it's one of your responsibility to be the guardian of this document and to ensure that everything is on place and ensure that whatever we are promising to our stakeholders, to our customers, we are actually implementing them and we are connected to our core, and we are doing it through following the XPP. Okay, that was it from my side. Like if you have any questions regarding this session, you can approach me. And just I advise you to look through the XPP yourselves. You will understand much more better when you start actually the usage of it, because today we were just discussing about the structure and main highlighted points on how to use XPP and why we need it. And yeah, so that's it. Thank you very much for staying with me and see you soon.